Less than ape data end equals 390 data start equals 69 greater than. What's happening in Gaza right now is nothing short of devastating. On June 11, 2025, Israeli forces killed at least 60 Palestinians, many of them simply seeking food. Let that sink in. People, already starving, approaching aid sites for basic necessities like flour and bread, were met with bullets instead of compassion. Less than sup data end equals 921 data start equals 392 greater than. Local health officials and hospitals in Gaza have confirmed the numbers, and the scenes are harrowing. At one site near Netzarim, which was supposed to be a distribution point under the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, backed by Israel and the U.S., 25 people were gunned down. Hours later, another 14 were killed near Rafah, where a second aid center was located. The GHF, for context, has become the face of a controversial aid delivery system, one that's increasingly being accused of putting lives in danger instead of saving them. Less than P data end equals 1339, data start equals 923 greater than. We're seeing what hunger does to people. Videos from Rafah show hundreds rushing, scrambling over barriers and fences just to grab food parcels. It's chaos. It's desperate. People are literally risking their lives for a bag of flour, and many are losing that gamble. A haunting quote from a man in Gaza says it all. They shoot and throw missiles at us. The gangs attack us. Everyone attacks us for a bag of flour. Less than P data end equals 1718. Data start equals 1,341 greater than. The Israeli Defense Forces have defended their actions, claiming they fired warning shots in what they define as active combat zones. But how does one justify opening fire on unarmed civilians driven by hunger? Human rights lawyers are now warning the GHF of possible legal repercussions. Accusations of complicity in war crimes, even genocide, are now being discussed openly. Less than feed data end equals 2,104 data start equals 1,720 greater than. Meanwhile, aid is still not reaching those who need it most. The UN and several NGOs have condemned the GHF's method of distributing food. They've pointed out that centralizing aid in heavily militarized zones essentially weaponizes hunger, forcing people into danger zones just to eat. Community kitchens that used to serve over 250,000 meals daily are overwhelmed and undersupplied. Less than SIP data end equals 2464, data start equals 2,106 greater than. Less than SIP data end equals 286. 2 data start equals 2,466 greater than. The Gaza Health Ministry, while run by Hamas, is staffed by professional medics whose death toll statistics have been repeatedly validated by global organizations, including the UN, and those numbers are climbing every day. On top of that, journalists are being silenced. Over 180 Palestinian journalists have been killed, and international media still aren't allowed independent access into Gaza. Less than ape data end equals 3233 data. Is last node equals data. Is only node equals data start equals 2,864 greater than. This isn't just a war anymore. It's a humanitarian catastrophe. It's a collapse of basic human decency. When people are being killed for trying to eat, when food is used as leverage, and when voices trying to report the truth are silenced, then we are way past politics. This is about humanity. This is about justice. And the world cannot afford to look away any longer. Stay subscribed for more videos.